Ladies and gentlemen, it's xQc time. Your ex-girlfriend suing you for like $10 million.
Are you going to give all of your money to your ex-girlfriend?
Oh, man.
What do you think about that girl who got ran through by 100 guys?
Who?
Yeah, she's going for 1,000
She
guys.
wants to do 1,000 in 24 hours.
How many pumps per guy?
Okay, so you go to the Trump stream with Adin.
I came to the Mar-a-Lago and I looked homeless. It was disgusting.
Dude, how much money do you think you've lost gambling?
The loss is over $1 million, right?
Oh, look at this buck.
Are we angled
Look at
too
this
much
buck on my
way?
trail cam. Look at this buck.
Let me see.
Oh my.
Yo.
What's that? That's like a 6-pointer.
That's hard.
That's a 6-pointer.
That's an 8-pointer, brother.
8-pointer.
That's an 8-pointer. Nice spread
That's
on that
almost
buck.
as crazy as those big mouth bass.
Look at. I got what?
Big mouth bass.
Big mouth bass.
What is that?
It's
Large
just like
mouth bass.
He's got a pond.
Look at. Oh, we're not even rolling.
Yeah.
How do I show off my buck? Oh, look at my buck. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'm
not
gonna
bad. This just in. Like he's roaming around right now.
Yeah, wait till you see my buck.
That's what I like to hear, brother.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with both of y'all.
Yeah.
Cut this shit, seriously.
All right.
We're not talking about. We're not here to talk about deer.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's xQc, aka Felix. I love that you've made yourself at home already. You look comfortable.
And painty.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's my, people call it the drip. Can I say that on the camera?
Yeah,
course,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, this soon actually
wait.
in the podcast.
Yeah, sure. We'll just mute it.
Oh, we're like rolling, right?
I think so.
It's
I
almost, the show's almost over.
think it's safe to say.
Yeah, I'm ready to go then.
How are you, dude?
What's up, brother?
I'm doing fantastic. Yeah, we just met. I just got here.
Yeah. So where are we? North Carolina. A haunted house that MrBeast set up in North Carolina.
Yeah, this is insane. I've never seen anything like it before.
Well,
this
right now
is like a
it's-
fake house, but office, studio at the same time. There's labels on the light switches, like
Yeah.
don't touch this, do this, or whatever.
Mad creepy vibes. It was a little spooky getting back here in the woods. We're here for Speed's live stream. He got a bunch of creators here. We're gonna go through this haunted house. They're telling me like, hey, it's okay if you tap out. Like, sorry we made
Yeah,
you do this.
that's see that put me a little bit on edge because
I already know they're going overboard with the tap. Bro, it's gonna be PC.
I just don't think I can understand what would be that bad. Like nothing's gonna be that bad.
Well, I was talking to you about that haunted house that is in Tennessee. That crazy one that's like north of Nashville, where they actually tase people and
Yeah.
like
What?
people have been tased, waterboarded, had their fingers broken.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's a pleasure. We just flew on the same plane here together, and we've had to like stifle a few of our conversations because we wanted to save them for this podcast.
yeah, it was like a core conversation. We're about to get into it. Stop it.
Yeah. Yeah, we
but
had to.
I respect that. That's what I did the first time I ever did a podcast before.
Yeah.
That's important.
So, dude, you're huge. You're huge. You're one of the biggest streamers in the world, and also you're insanely rich. You're insanely rich. I can't believe it. This is the contract.
says you guys.
No, bro. You make the headlines.
What do you have on today?
That's nothing.
Oh,
What
no.
is show? What is-
It's a ceramic AP, black.
I mean, it's something.
Well, I like it because it's a woman's, right? So it fits my wrist perfectly because I got small little skeleton wrists.
Do you ever wear two watches? One on both arms, one on each arm?
No, why would I do that?
Who's the last person that you flexed on? Like on when you do that thing where you
Well,
what was the most
Jynxzi.
recent? Really?
Yeah, you know Jynxzi?
Of course.
Yeah, it makes R6 content,
Why did you do that?
yeah. Because, okay, so the initial flex that happened, right, on Ethan Klein, you guys remember that?
Yeah.
So it was a private DM or whatever, right? And it was some cringe shit,
I
right?
remember that.
But it was made to be that way. People won't believe that, but it's whatever, right? It was made to be like cringe on purpose, right? But when he leaks it to the public, it doesn't appear that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And at that point, I was like, I'm too far into this gig or whatever, right? So I just started pushing it. So it's like,
What watch was it?
that was a skeleton rainbow AP.
Amazing.
I love that one.
What's the MSRP on it?
It's not even that much. Actually, there's none.
You can't buy it.
There's no MSRP. Yeah, it's
But what's the after? What'd you pay for it?
3 something.
Oh, so not even that much.
Yeah, it's not in the millions. Oh, I can't tell you if it was trolling. Or not.
Well, but to that point, do you think that the internet has a hard time understanding sarcasm? Like you just said, you do the flex thing, but it's like sarcastic.
Yeah,
Have
yeah,
you
but-
noticed that nuance is tough for the audience?
Yeah, but at the same time, sometimes I'm stupid, right? And I'm mad that people aren't like catching on. So then I'll do it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No,
like I'll feed them a little bit, right? Like actual piece of real and whatever.
Breadcrumbs.
Yeah. And then now we can't tell if it's real or not. So then people just say it's real.
See, that doesn't work for us because our clips will get shared to Twitter out of context and people think we're serious, especially him.
Yeah, so at that point, it doesn't matter anymore, right? At that point, it's free for all.
It's just, you got to be careful. Like, I think sarcasm is slowly, like, one of my favorite sayings is, perhaps if you don't get the joke, you are the joke.
Oh.
Because man, we're assholes.
So everybody's a joke then?
Bro. Yeah, I mean, everything is a joke.
I mean, that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
It's not how everybody looks at things.
Okay, so that's how it should be, I think.
Just like joke first. Like, is this, could this be serious?
Yeah.
And then I'll make my judgment.
Sure.
But people don't have that.
Yeah, they don't let the joke play out anymore.
No.
They just automatically assume the worst and makes it boring instantly.
Strange times, especially for someone who is in an industry like yours, like you're live streaming, right? So like you're bound to slip up at some point. No?
Well, it depends slipping up on what, right? Slipping up can be like, if it's like a part of you that's already there, right? So slipping up, yeah, right? But for me, like it's like a lot of the ways that people slip up, and it's not something that I have. So I'm not really worried about it, you know?
You haven't slipped up?
I've done drunk streams. I've done like half asleep streams. I've done them all. I've never had like a moment.
But part of that is because you prefaced your career and have always been who you want to be. Like you're not a G-rated streamer. So the shit that you say is, even when you fuck up, is in line with kind of an asshole. It's like, I do what I want type of vibe.
Exactly. I think the worst it'll be is like, it'll be like asshole-ish or whatever, right? It'll be kind of like crude or whatever, but I don't think it's gonna be offensive or whatever. I've always tried not to be, you know? Because sometimes like, why bother? I think it's like a zone that's like, you don't have to dip into sometimes, right? And like, you know, like dark humor is kind of something that you, like comedians like work hard to develop whatever, right? I'm just some guy in a room, you know, I can't pull that off, you know?
Well, you're more than just a guy, because you've been, like since 2020, one of the biggest streamers in the world. And I guess like a macro question on that is, why do you think streaming has gotten so big? The way we talk about it nowadays is streamers, we're in a streamer first environment. YouTube has kind of taken a bit of a slide. TikTok has been kind of stupefied. Like, you know, shout out to Costco guys and Rizzler. But like, you know, I think streaming kind of runs the culture right now. Why do you think streaming has become so popular?
It's a good question. I like that a lot. So I think it kind of folded on itself. Let me elaborate. It's like, I think a lot of the content went to shorts, right? So small, short format content, like the TikTok, 10 seconds, 9 seconds, more like into clips. And then people reverse engineered it, and now they're kind of like doing clips on stream. Does that make sense? So now the streams are more like digestible than they used to be.
Is that are you talking about
farming? Yeah, but it's made to be clips, right? And it's like people do things that will foster clips a lot, and like just kind of like moments. Does that make sense?
Is that what clip farming is in general? I know that's a boomer ass.
Yeah. It's making sure that you get like a moment that will make people react.
It's like their version of like clickbait, basically.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not the same thing, but it's like what they go after, and they plan their streams around these farming moments. At least some streaming. You don't have to, because you're a legacy in the streaming world. You're a legacy brand. Adin, some of these guys that have been streaming since the beginning, but clip farming for the rest of like, for the new Faze crew, shout out to the new Faze crew, like it's a big thing, right? Like, do you do it at all?
Yeah, so two things, right? Well, either you want it or you need it. I think both are equally important to like kind of identify, right? I'm at a point where I don't need to follow some of these trends or whatever. Sometimes I'll want to do it because this looks fun. I'll do it, right? Whatever, right? I forgot what was the question?
I
have a question.
Nice.
This doesn't mean to be offensive at all. So I've been doing the YouTube, just internet stuff for like literally 2 decades now, 10 years professionally, and I've seen the evolution of like all of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Including, you know, my come up, which was on Vine, and then eventually, by the time I was doing YouTube, streaming started to come on a rise, and I tried to stream, and it was really fucking hard. And then I came to the conclusion, I was like, why would anyone watch me? Why would anyone watch me stream? Like, I'd rather actually like you guys go out and live your own life. So why do people watch your streams, in your opinion?
Yeah. So I think then, right, for what your mindset, it's not a mindset that's terribly uncommon in a space. It's like imposter syndrome, right? We don't feel like you deserve to be watched. It's like,
well, no, I hear what you're saying. We sucked at Fortnite. We were trying to play Fortnite. It was shit. It was shit. It was total shit. We were shit.
Okay, so I've never really looked at myself in like the people's eyes, right? More of like how I do it, right? And it's like if you're in love with what you do or what I did at the time, and you're very passionate about it, I don't think I really had it. I needed that perspective of what are people watching, right? I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm enjoying the energy that's going out, and people are giving me energy back. And that sort of trade-off is working for me, and it seems like it's working for the stream. So let's just not think about it. Let's just do it.
That is so interesting.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course. Of course, it makes sense. I'm just always trying to break down like how people got to the positions that they're in, and you obviously have something that people love watching, and perhaps it is like, you know, you're giving all this energy, and that's a currency. And I can only speak as like a viewer or put my head in a viewer's perspective. Like, I will watch Speeds over there. I will watch his streams from time to time. Like I'll tune in and see him doing his crazy shit. Cause like, in my opinion, he's doing the IRL streaming, right?
Yeah,
like he like, I don't know what's going to happen next.
Exactly. That's something that IRL people are good at.
So you're talking about the difference between desktop and IRL, right?
Yeah. Like
IRL, that's what it is.
You're strictly desktop, right?
Oh, I'll do whatever, right? I think I do pretty good at IRL. I try to do IRL sometimes. I think I'm good at it. I think IRL for me in the past just fosters like an audience and fosters interactions that I found to be like undesirable. Does that make sense?
Like how?
And it was callers, snipers, swatters, parasocials, audience, people that are just kind of odd. So whenever you go from IRL to streaming to computer, right? That audience stays over, right? And they're really pesky. Just, I don't want to be disrespectful or whatever, but it's just, they're very pesky, they're very needy, right? Oh, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Oh, this is happening. Why aren't you doing this? Hey guys, today we're just playing games. Like, it is what it is. Like, sorry.
I feel like one of the keys to like the secret sauce of Speed is like he's turned all those interactions into positives. Like every one of those people that would come up and annoy him or bother him or surround him or cause a security problem, he's turned all of that into content. He's found a way to like do that. And also I would ask you, like, you still like, and we see it all the time, you still run into security concerns even at the desktop. Like, how many times have you been swatted?
In the dozens.
Have any of them gotten like bad?
There was some really bad instances. I mean, a lot of them were off camera because, listen, I'm not trying to like police everybody, right? But I think that that wasn't that play on word or whatever. I'm not trying to police anybody, but at the time it was actually dangerous. So it was my responsibility to not show that it was happening, right, on camera, and really do a good job at like, a fake disconnect or this is happening, I gotta get off screen or whatever, and not show people that swatting is happening, right? So people would stop doing it, right? I wasn't trying to like dramatize it or get views off of it. I was just like, we were full mute about it, right? Because like when people come in with like the riot shields and then like the breach shield or whatever, the dogs, the ARs, the guns, the backyard people, and it's the whole coordinated, like it's insane. Like you feel like you could actually die, you know?
Yeah.
And that's not a feel. If it was like kind of a whatever thing, it'd be whatever. That's not a whatever thing.
Nah, he won't.
What? Stop it. What is it? Stop it.
Nah, he won't.
You're getting stream snipes.
Damn, I thought he was gonna do it.
Do what though? I didn't see.
He's
got a boxing glove on. Yeah. Is he coming back?
Oh, I think security is a big thing.
What?
Damn, that was if you were gonna do it, that was just.
It was a small one.
Yeah, it was a small fart.
I can really cut ass.
Security seems crazy. Like, dude, if I IRL streamed, I feel like people would run up on me for real. Like,
yeah, that's bad.
Once you have too many ops, you gotta cut that shit out.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But I didn't really have any like actual ops. It was like only a couple of guys that used to SWAT, whatever. So it's not a problem. I think it's more of an excuse I give myself, like all these things not to do IRL. IRL is it's like massive efforts, right?
IRL stands for in real life. For people who don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, so IRL is like you're going outside with either a phone or a backpack, right? And you're filming something in real life, right? From either your POV or you're being filmed, whatever, right?
Do you think it's a new meta right now?
So IRL always had metas from when Twitch used to be only gaming back in the days. Back in the people forget this. You used to get banned for not playing a game on Twitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's insane.
So people had to invent strategies just to remain in a gaming setting, right? And still be like more interactive and more social.
Got it.
So like Soda Pop and we really thrived in the like questing girls in the WoW content. So he would like talk to girls or whatever while he's playing WoW in the background. But WoW was like nobody's watching the game at that point, right? People was just. But I forgot the question again.
How does that happen to you a lot?
Yeah, happens a lot because I go on a train of thought and it's like,
Do you have ADHD or something?
no.
ADD?
Well, I do kind of, not really anymore. I don't know what happened anymore. I haven't taken that test in a long time.
Because you talk fast as well, and you have an accent.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
I've noticed that too. Like my thoughts at one point in my life worked like that, but I think there's just too much drugs and stuff, and they slowed down.
Yeah.
But do you find yourself able to like piece? Do you often lose your way on the journey to the final goal of what you were trying to say?
Yeah, but I think it's fun though.
Because you just go somewhere else instead.
Yeah, it's fun. I think all places are of value, you know?
Ladies and gentlemen, summer is winding down, but the concerts are still hot, so it's time to see your favorite artists and go to the biggest events, and that's why I need to tell you about our special hookup from today's sponsor, SeatGeek. Everyone can use my code Logan10 and get 10% off any tickets on SeatGeek, whether you're a new customer or not. Sports, concerts, festivals, you name it. There are so many artists touring right now, including Billie Eilish, Sabrina Carpenter, Future, Childish Gambino, and SeatGeek has you covered. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. Every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee, and SeatGeek is the only site that lets you return your tickets ahead of the event with swaps. So no matter how many times you've bought tickets using SeatGeek before, Logan 10 is going to get you 10% off your next order. So take out your phone, open the SeatGeek app, and add code Logan10 to your account. What are you waiting for? Hey, do it now because this offer is only available for a limited time. Shout out SeatGeek. Back to the show.
The thing with IRL is that there was metas in how IRL was being done, right? So at first it was the Pokemon Go meta, right? That was the biggest break in IRL ever. That's what really made it happen. After that, Twitch caved in and said, okay, we'll do IRL, and then people did a backpack with a little camera, and then now people do the like either the phone thing or somebody records them, right? I'm kind of old school. I really enjoy like my own POV thing. Like I really enjoyed back in the days. My IRL, what I thrived in was like I'm just gonna go outside and we'll do whatever. I don't have a plan. I don't have anything scripted, whatever happens, and it's my POV and it's fun. And it didn't feel like a studio. It didn't feel like I'm being filmed. It didn't feel like, oh, I have to do this. It feels like I want to do this, you know? And it was very pure. And I feel like since I had that level of purity, now it's like if I do IRL, anything that isn't that, it just doesn't feel right.
But
Does that make sense?
Do you think that those like just go out and do anything streams will continue to hold up? Because the thing that we're seeing now is this like new age of like almost overproduction. The same thing that happened with YouTube with Beast. It's literally the same thing. Like Beast came around and was like, yo, I'm gonna spend movie-sized budgets on these YouTube videos. You're now seeing it with Kai, right?
Yeah,
Kai is
but we're not
building out houses.
fully there yet.
What do you mean?
I just don't know if we're fully there yet. Like, yeah, we're getting there.
Dude,
for sure.
Kai's
I know,
streams are
yeah.
insane.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So like, is that? Do you
Outliers.
think everyone's gonna have? Really, there's outliers, or do you think it's gonna require everyone to step their game up?
No, outliers. So I think they're at the foundation, the audience for people who watch games has reduced a little bit, right? Because it kind of like it cannibalized. That makes sense, right?
Yeah,
so some of them like transition to watch IRL, but it's still there. Like a lot of people like just watch games and watch whatever, right? I don't think you have to do all that. I think people, unfortunately, they see Kai, they see all the other guys, and I think I have to do this, right? But here's a good case study for this, right? KCO. You guys know KCO?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that guy does the exact formula of old school streaming. And he's one of the biggest right now,
Yep.
if not the biggest desktop streamer,
Yep.
right? So I think he shows that if you still farm your clips on TikTok, if you still upload properly, if you strategize your content properly, you can still do the content that you used to do and still thrive, right? Just that people are just deluding themselves. Like, I gotta do the farm thing. I gotta do woo.
Now
They don't have to.
Now you're also on Kick, which for people watching this, if they don't understand like the platform wars that have been going on, Kick is kind of like the new guy at the party, main competitor for Twitch besides YouTube.
Yeah.
Kick has been under a little bit of fire, like, or you know, over its early inception, because they allow you to do kind of anything you want, right?
Yeah.
And now that's even starting to change a little bit, as you know, you're seeing guys like Fuzi who just got banned. He was in a he punched his assistant in the head or something today. Do you ever worry about how far things go, and like, do you ever worry about like the danger attached to the people on Kick?
No, you know what? I'm gonna be bold about this. I'm gonna say not really. This is not even like a PR talk, because we had those discussions in like roundtable discussions before. We had like council discussions way months. I think it was like 6 months ago, maybe more. And we really put our foot down on the ground and we're like, listen, like this cannot fly anymore, right?
Wait, are you talking at like a partner level at Kick?
For sure.
Are you a partner at Kick?
Owner level, right?
Are you an owner of Kick?
Well, I mean, there's a few of us who are like co-owners, right? Well, it's a small amount of equity, right? But we're all like,
So you own a piece of Kick
yeah,
on top of your $100 million deal.
yeah. So like,
Hey, good job, man.
But see, this is what I think about like being invested in what you do, right? And really saying like I want this to do good, right? It's like putting all your energy into it, right? And being fully committed. I think that was kind of important for me. Does that make sense? Like I'm all in on this, right? So we put our foot down and we're like, this can't fly anymore, right? And I think you need to decide whether you want to be like the trashy one on the block and do that, right? Or want to have like a more refined product and actually have a chance at doing something, right? And I think it wasn't only me. I think Eddie understood, Eddie being the main shareholder at Kick. At first, it was very rough. It was really rough with some of the ice beside and stuff, some of the whatever. And then it was off the rails. And they've been doing really, really good on moderation. We've had some clips here and there, right? Of people that do bad things and they get banned. But moderation's been like, they're on the ball. They have the hand on the ball. And we haven't had any controversies in months now.
Like who's the dude that was running around, what was it, Korea? Johnny's Somali. Like, bro, some of these people just cause fucking Did you ever see this kid before?
No. Yeah, what a ruckus.
He was just going around just like really causing trouble in Asia.
What is wrong with that guy?
Well, they started beating his fucking ass.
I saw that.
So just recently now they're targeting him.
He's doing some unhinged stuff. And I think the main thing is like removing all the violence and like the people doing like actual bad stuff on Kick.
But I feel like that's like one in one with the streaming product. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but it seems like streaming, like the whole goal now is to just push the envelope in some direction. Like I said, you have the Kais, you've got the Speeds that are doing stuff that like, oh my God, everybody loves this stuff. It's so great to watch. But you've got this whole subset, Fuzi, Doherty,
just like delinquents, dude. Like proper delinquents that when clipped from Kick or whatever live stream platform they're using, and put on regular social media where non-stream viewers watch, they're like, yo, these kids are fucking assholes.
And they're playing the heel too.
It's terrible. I don't like it.
Which I get, but it certainly there's a stigma that exists with streamers. Like, because dude, there are some people in the world that only know streamers because Jack Doherty was texting and driving in the rain and crashed his McLaren, and then made his cameraman film all of it. It could be a bad look.
So I kept saying that in the past, like, we're gonna have something that's gonna burst the bubble, right? Something's gonna happen, and I'm not trying to like make materialize it, whatever, right? But like, I feel like people are pushing and pushing and pushing, and somebody's gonna get some pushback, right? And we're seeing some form of pushbacks, like a car crash, somebody getting targeted and somebody like being beaten. Like, people are pushing the boundaries and trying to see how far it gets, right? And now we're seeing like some of what happens when you push the limits, right? Like the pushback that you get, and it's not a good thing. I don't think anybody wants this, because it's like, how about we just do better?
I don't think I understand how you haven't let like the success, the views, the money get to your head and you haven't slipped up. Like, can you walk me through that? Because a lot of your peers, and like I'll even speak from experience, man, like views do something to your moral compass. Like, they really do. And especially when you start chasing them, and it's a drug in a way, it can really alter the course of your life if you don't get ahead of it.
Yeah, I got you. The simplest answer in the world. A good amount of like luck, right? And like blind like confidence in what I was doing. So whenever I had the model down of like, if I'm enjoying what I'm doing, people enjoy it, right? So I didn't have to look at the stats. I didn't have to look at the sub count or whatever. I didn't have to look at any metrics, right? I noticed that if I'm having fun and I'm doing something that I enjoy, people enjoy it, right? And then that was like a very like a parallel line, right? And at that point, that was very, very early. Like my first, I think it was 2 years in. I think I was not even 1,000 subs. And I went hands off the reins. I was like, I'm doing this no matter what. Like this is formula. This is what we're doing. And I've had viewer. People always say that I'm lying. I don't have viewer count on ever. So whenever I'm streaming, I have the chat, I have my alerts, and whatever I'm doing.
So you're saying you would be completely unaffected by how many people are watching your stream?
Yeah. Some people will like hint that stuff or whatever in chat, right? Oh, things are high, things are popping, or things are dead, things are whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, right? Because at the end of the day, I control the energy, right? If I'm the master of the orchestra and I'm the one that's putting the energy out, right? I'm somehow modulating the energy back.
Okay, but that's still like a pretty evolved thought. Like, dude, to have that conversation with yourself, like some may call it self-awareness, as a young creator, I don't think that's like super normal.
It's why I said it was lucky, because it's not the luck that a lot of people get, because a lot of people do try stuff and they don't get that energy back, right? And they try something else, doesn't get energy until they find something that works, and then they do that, right? But it's kind of synthetic in that. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, a good example, ironically, is Mike's favorite creators currently, the Costco guys.
Oh yeah,
like
Costco.
Man, you know, and that's a big.
You like him?
I love the Rizzler. I'm his number one fan.
I mean,
but I'm watching.
Tim,
I just saw
hold on, quickly. Tim Dillon really said it best. It's like. It almost just seems like such a good emblem for the complete decay of society. Like he's like Tim said, where do we go next? Like what is he said? What does
I'll tell you.
In what regard though? In what regard?
Bro, me and Logan had a conversation last night. It was like 2 a.m. We were sitting on the couch having this conversation, and I said, at what point do you think the majority of the Earth stopped caring about the further progression of the human species? Because we're at a point now where there has been millions more hours devoted to digesting double chunk chocolate cookie content.
Say it right, Michael.
Over the past 2 months than there has been pushing for evolution on climate or better.
Bro, who cares? Evolution on climate. How many booms would that get?
I hear what you're saying, but let's be serious for a minute.
But is this Jaden Smith?
No. When are we going to talk about the economy? Something like that.
The political,
the political, whatever. But my question is like, when have we reached terminal velocity? Like, which act will it be that we've reached terminal velocity on the decay of humans? Is it the Costco? Do you think the Costco guys are the marker?
You know what?
Or how does it get worse?
I feel like the existence of TikTok itself and the people that I think TikTok itself, I think short form content is brain rot by itself.
How dare you?
It is.
How dare you?
Well, oh, you're the Vine guy.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, I forgot he's the Vine guy.
Come on, bro. How dare
I
you?
used to watch his Vines
6
too.
seconds at a time. Well, you're right though, and it certainly can be. But you know why? It's because our attention spans are so short now, and getting shorter.
Well, exactly.
His niece, 2-year-old, came over to the place we were at, and Coco Melon was put on the TV. I seen a glaze go over her eyes. She's 2 years old, and there's a new scene every 5 to 10 seconds. You know, from being conditioned at a young age like that, I feel like attention spans are going to go down, which means short form content will go up.
Yeah, exactly.
No one has 2 minutes to watch a video.
Well, exactly, and it only gets worse, right?
Yeah.
Until something happens.
Yeah.
And what is that? What is the something?
Well, I don't.
The Sam's Club guys? Oh no, they already exist. I think there's a whole. Isn't there like a whole Sam's Club group?
Well, I don't know what Sam's Club is.
It's a competitor to Costco. It's like Lunchables Lunchly, basically. Yeah. Even though there's no competition.
Oh, the Costco guys, but it's something else.
Yeah.
Well, there's always gonna be copycats, right? There's always gonna be people that emulate, and I think that's what TikTok is. Everybody emulates the success of something else. It's trends, right?
I mean, you steal like an artist.
Yeah,
bro. Prime isn't the first drink, but it's a great. Have you tried? He drinks like 5 of these a day. He'll drink like 5 of these in like a 1 hour set.
Yeah, well, I'm legitimately thirsty. I was gonna ask you later.
Try one, yeah. I mean, he can drink
I
these.
did ones.
He drinks these things all day.
Listen.
I see what you're doing, Mike.
Well, I liked some, but I didn't like some either. It depends though.
Well, yeah,
That's fair.
you have favorite flavors.
Favorite
That's
flavors
completely
for sure.
Yeah.
It's totally acceptable.
How many are you drinking on average now these days?
Me?
Logan? Yeah.
I'll drink at least minimum 2 a day. And I know that that's been contested, and I'll be honest, I'm not really in the mood to do this fully, but I'll do it.
Hey, can somebody get me 4 more of these? All right, can you grab me 4 more of these, please?
Oh, he's gonna do it again.
The streamer world, is it small? Like, do all streamers know of each other? And is there beef? Do you guys get along? Do you sit like that normally?
The problem with streamers, okay, is that like the main currency is like confidence, right? And as soon as like somebody's confidence goes lower, or like they become like insecure for like half a second, is he okay?
I'll join him. All right. Yeah.
Mine's not empty.
You just did 3.
Mike, he doesn't look okay.
Wait.
Okay, sorry. What were you saying?
Talk about
I'm gonna take a
confidence.
quick-
I wasn't saying anything. Yeah, I was saying the way I interpret it is that it's really hard to have actual full-on friendships, right? With like peers, right? Like when people become like insecure or lack confidence or whatever, right? And people poke at them or whatever, they'll say some shit. It happens all the time.
Okay, but I don't understand that because there's a streamer named Ludwig. I met him for the first time in the MrBeast influencer box challenge.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, $1 million. And you know, between the challenges, we're all conversing, getting to know each other. I thought this dude was like actually like funny, but I could tell he like wasn't really fucking with me. And then I talked to him in the box. And I was like, hey, like, what do you do? Not to be a dick, I'm not familiar with the work. I think you're funny. He's like, yeah, you know, I make like streaming like commentary videos. And there's a few on you, and like it all clicked instantly. I was like, oh man.
Oh, he farms you.
I don't think this guy I think I'm like content for him. And whatever, you know, like at least when you meet someone in real life, you have an opportunity to then make an actual assessment about them.
Yep.
And I don't think anything I did in the box like really was like a red flag for anyone. You know, online, that's a totally different story.
Different thing, yeah.
So, dude, I go online the other day and I see this dude Ludwig preaching to his audience about how I don't actually drink Prime. And by the way, this is a narrative that like
Wait, actually, or
Yeah,
no, people really try to start this belief that I don't drink Prime because.
and he was saying that like in context, like full on. He was saying you don't actually drink it.
Well, here's the context he gave, which lacked context, but enough context to get people to believe him so he could get the clip. Ready?
Oh no.
Okay. In the box video, I walked in with a Prime. Obviously, it's a MrBeast video. It's gonna get 250 million views. I want people to see my product.
Yeah.
Bro, always plug. From day one. The
Yeah, I saw
vlogs,
that.
always plug. And I drank the Prime in the first, 30 minutes, hour, whatever.
I remember.
And Jimmy's team was bringing water bottles to drink. That was what they brought us to drink. So my options were drink out of the water bottle and throw the Prime out, or pour the water in the Prime so I at least am still marketing my product in a MrBeast video, but there's water inside it. So
Fair enough.
So, and by the way,
That's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
that's elementary marketing.
Yeah.
Elementary marketing. But it fits that Logan doesn't even drink his own product narrative perfectly that people who hate me love to say.
Oh, wait, so they were dissecting like the color of the liquid inside of the.
So evidently,
Oh, no.
in one of the challenges, he admitted that he went to go cheat because it was the cookie challenge from Squid Games. The cookie challenge from Squid Games. So, bro, he goes, yeah, I'm a cheater. Of course I'm a cheater. I went to go cheat, and I went to go take a sip of Logan's Prime. And he goes, but in it was water.
Wait, why would that be cheating if he drank?
I'll get. Well, it was the cookie challenge. So, like, you're supposed to have a lot of saliva to melt the cookie so you can carve out your cookie.
Right, okay.
Like the same exact challenge that was in Squid Games.
In Squid Games, yeah.
He's trying to wet his mouth, and he goes, and there was water, and it was water because I filled it with water so I could plug my product in MrBeast
Yeah,
video.
that's such a good plug though, because he went for hydration and he went for Prime and not water. Hold on.
No.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I get it.
Regardless, it was. But for him, at least on his stream, this is a mic drop moment, right? So his audience is like,
It's a gotcha.
I seen it already shared in like all these other videos. I'm like, fuck, bro. Of course, I'm gonna go on here and explain like this is how to market a product. but no one understands that. And then I'm like, even we went head to head in Deal or No Deal, and the first thing he said to me, he was like, I thought you were one of the people that I would want to get out. And I'm like, damn, all right. So let's dissect this actually. I'm gonna dive in here for a second. Rosanna and Dog Pack style, in the same way that by trying to expose someone else, they ended up exposing themselves. This dude, Ludwig, accused me of cheating in this game, accused me of rigging MrBeast challenge, said I knew the challenges ahead of time. I didn't. Anyways,
Yeah.
he accused me of cheating, and then in this clip, admits to fucking cheating. He admits to cheating. Bro, I'm sorry, there's $1 million on the line. This isn't like a normal game. Like imagine if he went to cheat in the actual Squid Games, what would happen? You get your ass actually fucking capped, bro. So not only are you a hypocrite, and I had to explain to him in the game, because he told me, he's like, man, I thought you rigged this for sure. I'm like, why did you think that? Because I was doing well? Why did you think that? Because you have this bias against me when we walked in the box? And then he exposed himself for cheating, when also, here's the craziest part. In that particular challenge, he didn't even have to cheat. He was the team captain. He had immunity. If anyone remembers this challenge, he was already going, he was making it to the next round. Can you turn me up? I understand I'm loud, but he didn't even have to cheat, bro. He had immunity, so homie, who are you cheating for, guy? Okay. And also, I'm sorry, bro, I'm gonna let you talk. I was in the box with you, Ludwig, for 36 hours, bro. You saw me drink Prime afterwards. A lot of it. And yet you have the audacity to genuinely go in front of your audience to try to convince them that I don't drink my product, which is an awesome fucking product. And then, of course, at the end of it, he goes, see with me, I really drink Red Bull. I love it, his sponsor. I really drink that. I'm like, bro, if you, compared to Prime, Red Bull tastes like actual gasoline. And so he talks shit about me. He lies. He's a hypocrite. He farms his clips, and now people believe this thing, and it's just so annoying to me because, like,
why do you care?
I'll tell you why.
No,
I'll tell you why. Because I hate liars.
But you're never gonna be able,
fucking hate people who lie.
Stop. You're never gonna be able to make it stop.
I can. I can.
And in fact, the next time somebody smaller than you sees a video of you flipping out on him, they're gonna now be justified in doing it again. Like every time you address this shit, and guess what, bro? You also can never win. You can't win.
I can win, Mike.
You can't win, bro.
I can win.
You just got owned by fucking Timmy in it. You got fucking owned by this one now.
Oh, damn.
So what I'm trying to say is you can't.
Bro, in this particular scenario, look, I'll take an L when we got an L. This particular scenario, he's a fucking hypocritical, lying, blockhead beta bitch, bro. Like, why are you making shit up? I tried so hard. To like this guy. And I'm not the only one who left thinking, that dude's kind of a fucking douchebag. But I'm gonna mind my business.
Well, okay, so listen. I can read people a little bit, and Ludwig, I worked with him, I lived with him, I've hung out with him, I've partied with him, I did everything with Ludwig, right? He was actually a pretty close friend of mine at the time. Well, he kind of still is, we just don't talk anymore because I don't live there and we don't really interact that much. But the thing with Ludwig, I'm not just saying, this is not a cope or like not me trying to make you feel better about yourself. I'm just telling you, like, the thing with Ludwig, and I always say this publicly, and I don't think he minds that I say that because he's never been mad about me saying it, right? But Ludwig is like a big, he's like a big PR guy, right? His take has to be correct, right? He's never very controversial. If his take is controversial, he doesn't say it, right? He just plays the best card available at the current time, right?
And the best card available at any time is always
Logan Paul hate.
That is the most guaranteed positive PR.
Absolutely,
I think the problem he's been having lately, and I also hate this as well, is having to have these real human prolonged interactions with these people where you go back and forth, you help them like Timmy in it, you fucking do, you do this thing, you do that thing for the person, you give them the benefit of the doubt, you're nice to them in person, and then they go and they stab you.
As soon as they can get something
immediately. That sucks because guess what happens now? That gives him two options the next time he runs into an up and coming creator. He can either A, continue to be nice and get stabbed in the back again, or B, he could be like, yo, fuck you, I'm not even gonna give you the time of day, which he won't do.
I'll never do that.
But he would be justified in doing it because he always gets stabbed by these people that lie to his face.
Well, in that particular instance, I'm just telling you, it's just like your standings are a certain way, right? That's like a blow that, listen, most people agree with it, right? And it's like, he's gonna go for it, right?
But yo, to me, that's so fucking lame. That is so lame.
Well,
like,
I'm in that thought, right? I'm on your side. I've always said this. I've always been very vocal about it, right? I don't like people who do that, right? I'm not a fan of it because at the end of the day, you can have your own opinion and you can know like the context. You can make your own research and you can really have all the data, right? And be like, well, you know what? Wait, this isn't wrong, right? But is that going to give me approval? Is that going to give me validation? So I'm not going to do that then.
okay, but that's even evolved because I think for a lot of these like commentary streamers, they'll say what their audience wants them to say because it's the general belief.
Absolutely, 100%.
But it's lame, bro. I'm telling you, I've met these people in real life. There's real life exchanges. What does the next real life exchange like? It's not going to be cool.
Yeah, but
we ain't cool now.
Yeah, but they're not concerned with that.
I extended the olive branch, and now I'm taking it away.
No, but they don't care. You're a means to an end, to a goal for them. Shitting on you is a route to viewership, is a route to engagement, is a route to money, is a route to all the things that they look for in their career. So at the end of the day, like technically, like who are you to say? Like the fucked up thing about it is you just gave him more content. He's reacting to this clip right now.
And by the way,
he's reacting to this. Like he's watching this clip and reacting to it right now.
And I'm more than happy to throw him that bone. Like I am. Like, bro, get that view spike. I get it. Like your career is your career, and you're gonna do what you want with it. But at least I think the people who watch that and believe it will have to go, wait a second, Ludwig just lied to all of us and he's a hypocrite.
Yeah, but they don't do that though.
They're not.
How could they not?
Because it's still up to interpretation. He didn't know.
There is zero interpretation. Well, I can prove all of it.
Proof is not real anymore.
No, it is because I green screen motherfuckers because I do this
receipts.
I literally do this for a living now. I am the receipt Don. We just found a fucking grocery store that someone was lying about lunch FDA recalls with a
Can you prove
photo.
I saw that.
With a photo of a deli fridge.
Well done. Well, I'm just saying, can you prove that you put water in there because you ran out and blah blah blah? Can you prove? Well,
I can. I think I did it in front of someone. It's all on video, dude.
I'm just saying you can prove that you did that, right? But all the intentions and the motives, whatever, right? It's
subjective.
It's subjective,
like,
right?
Like, yeah.
And they can play that line, right? And that line, you lose. You know for a fact, as Logan Paul, if that's a fight, you already lost. Yeah, you already lost. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Yeah, I can't.
Bro, your only win is just not addressing it.
No, because I address the things that are like I'm objectively right, and I'm objectively right here. If you disagree,
but there's no such thing anymore. There's
moron.
Everything scientific proof. All of that is gone. Bro, you told me last night we didn't land on the moon.
Both anti-moon landers?
No, I'm not on the opposite side.
Thinks we did.
I fully believe we landed on the fucking moon.
Okay. Not only did we land on the moon, we did it a lot of times.
Agreed.
To the point where it was exhausted. There's nothing else to do.
Multiple countries, like Russia, everybody.
They did it so often. There was nothing else to do. They stopped going because there's no point.
I don't think he actually believes that.
I do. I totally
think
do.
He's doing it.
You think I'm clip farming?
He's doing a clip.
Yeah,
he's doing a clip.
He's farming, bro.
I'm not. I don't think we did. Yeah.
And we can go back whenever we want.
Okay. Let's do it in reverse then. Do it in reverse. Okay. Instead of proving the moon landing, right? Prove that everybody lied. Make a hypothetical, right? Every person involved in this massive lie, every singular person across hundreds, thousands, everybody is lying.
Hold on.
NASA.
It's not hundreds of thousands.
No, hundreds and I said hundreds. Thousands.
There's probably thousands. There's probably thousands of people involved.
No, I mean hundreds, thousands, not hundreds of thousands.
That is, by the way, that is the most compelling argument on the opposite side. And I'm not gonna die on this hill. I'm actually like open to change my opinion. But at this particular moment, I don't think I understand how humans decided that putting wheels on luggage in 1971 happened after we made it to the moon. Technology-wise, it just like we had just invented the TV, and then you're telling me like a decade and a half later we made it to the moon.
So I asked him, Felix. It
does not make sense.
I asked him where he drew the line. In the early 1960s, probably even late 1950s, we had the SR-71 Blackbird. Still one of the fastest aircraft in the history of mankind, flies at 80,000 foot ceiling, the upper atmosphere, okay? Really not all that different than just hopping over to the moon?
Compelling.
Okay.
But check this out. Yo.
Ramp up. Let's ramp up. Okay, and that argument that I said, right? And let's do it even further, right? Why did we go to the moon?
Cold War.
Yeah. Right?
Well, that's why we rushed to the moon.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not why
right.
we went. That's why we rushed.
To beat Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think that Russia, right, wouldn't do their homeworks and really look at all that, right, and fall for a bluff? You think they would fall for that?
I think they would also bluff. I don't think this technology exists. Felix, today, Elon Musk is shooting a rocket off and landing it on the ground, and everyone's mind is blown.
No. People's minds blown because we're landing it in the middle of two field goal posts.
No, that's
that
not
is the
only
size
it.
of
No, he's making
150 feet.
reusable rockets.
I understand that.
You're telling me before we realized that wheels on suitcases were a good idea, we were able to blast a rocket off to the moon, a different celestial body than Earth, land it, and then take off again and then come back to Earth. It makes no sense. And I could get into like the actual conspiracy theories as well, but like that's not what this podcast is. Sorry, Felix.
The footage was good though.
No, it was not. No, it was not.
I'm probably not the right person to argue this, but I just
we want to have a conspiracy theorist who really knows his shit and the opposite on our podcast to talk about it.
I do this topic because I'm about to skip to. I'm about to crash out and go fuck love, fuck. Well, fuck Ludwig too, but nah, I'm not Ludwig.
Tomorrow is election day.
Ooh, wait, is it actual election day?
Hold on.
on.
Tomorrow when this goes out, I think this will go out on Monday. Election day will be on Tuesday the 5th. You just had a whole Trump like full circle moment.
Full circle.
Well, okay, so you go to the Trump stream with Adin.
Yeah.
Okay, you're wearing the Trump shirt.
Well, that whole story is not the way it went, but I don't think. Are we gonna do the thing where I say the truth and people say, "What? That's cap, whatever."
No, tell your truth. Fuck people that don't believe it. Like, what exactly happened?
Okay, so basically, they're doing something with Trump, right?
Yep.
And then I talked with Tav, his Adin Ross's manager.
Yep.
Or a guy, right? And then he's like, "Oh, you want to be part of it, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll be part of it." And it's intended that I'll be part of the stream in some capacity, right? And then we show up there, right? They planned everything. They did everything. I didn't do anything. I just showed up because I show support for Adin because me and Adin have been doing stuff together. So I show up there, right? And I take out my shirt I had like a long stint that was disgusting, right? And I noticed that my shirt under is even more disgusting. Okay, so I came to the Mar-a-Lago, okay, and I looked homeless. It was actually disgusting.
Right.
So there's another photo with me wearing that shirt, and it's terrible. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, I got shirt in the back. You just go to the back seat." I go to the back seat, and there's Trump with grills with bullet holes. Okay, there's a Trump with gang signs or something like that. Okay, so that's my three choices. Okay,
so
I pick up the Trump with grills t-shirt.
It's the most tame, the most relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that point, I don't feel comfortable being on the stream and being in the back. I didn't want to be like a dick rider in the back with like the go Trump or whatever, right? I didn't want to be that guy for all reasons. I didn't want to be anywhere. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do because they were having a problem with production.
Yeah.
So I went at the back of the computer. I started doing audio stuff, right? I started doing a bit rate, whatever. And I started doing production. And I'm enjoying it a lot. So I'm fixing the stream. And when the stream goes live, they need audio. And I'm the audio guy now. So I did production, right? And then as they walk out, I walk out and Adin turns on and he's like, "Oh, do you like my friend's shirt?" But I'm just following it in the back for audio purposes, right? Like I wasn't supposed to be on camera and do all that. And then I just shook his hand, right? So it wasn't a really like a Trump moment or like I'm trying to be involved politically. I'm trying to glaze Trump. It was like I'm there for my friend Adin, right? Trying to help his stream out, right? So happens that I'm on camera. I shook the guy's hand.
Well, but it was in stark contrast to this moment that kind of came out a couple days ago, which was you kind of being in disagreement with anyone that votes for Trump. Do you know?
Whoa, what clip?
You said that it's the headline is xQc says that anyone who votes for Trump is retarded.
Whoa. Okay, I never said that.
Oh, so it was just
that is clickbait, 100%.
Got it.
Yeah, I made it.
I think there's a video. There's like a.
I was okay. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna say this out blind without even knowing the clip or whatever you saw, right?
Yeah.
And say flat out. I don't think I've ever made a serious statement about anybody who votes for anybody, right? I don't think I've ever encouraged anybody for votes for anybody, right? I've been really neutral about it, right? Or I try to make it really, really hard to be, right? It's because even when I watch a video that's on one side or on the other side, I'm not gonna go, oh guys, like go vote. I usually say like flat neutral, or I just don't say anything. Does that make sense?
Well, what you should?
So I wouldn't say that.
You could. Well, you're not endorsing anybody. You're Canadian.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
French-Canadian.
I think you can still kind of like influence people without voting yourself.
Yeah.
I don't think that voting as a person impacts your influence on people's votes.
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
Do you speak as fast in French as you do English?
Yeah, it's the same like mumbo jumbo.
I was
my ears.
Nah.
Streams are, what is this, a podcast? I've seen you forever.
I know.
Hey, show up to my podcast, but his is more important.
I was in Singapore.
It's my podcast.
Hi, Jimbo.
We're doing this whole haunted house thing here in a, like,
Why do you want us to wrap it up?
I mean,
We're close.
speed stream literally starts in
20
minutes.
20 minutes? Give us another like 10, 15. You're welcome to join us if you want to with your mask on.
No, I'm just preparing this massive stream because, for speed.
Yeah.
But take your time.
He's like this stupid fucking
We literally have like
podcast.
400,000 people waiting, like a big deal.
This budget set up while the
We'll
whole
be
world
Jimmy. We'll be on time. I promise.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Do you know what Mount Rushmore is?
Yeah, it's like the big faces.
Of streaming, who are they? You get 4.
Ooh.
Current right now.
Oh, right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
right now.
fuck it. Do all. Who are the 4?
Okay, I'll do both. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Right now, Kai Cenat, Speed, Adin Ross, KCO. Is that 4 or is that 5?
4.
That's 4.
That's not 4.
Yep.
Old school, like back in the days, I'm gonna say Soda Poppin', Lyric, Wreckful, Tyler One.
What do you think about that girl who got ran through by 100 guys?
Who?
That girl who got ran through by 100 guys.
How so?
Lily Phillips.
Who is that?
Wait, but
What a turnaround.
Isn't she going for 1,000?
Yeah, she's going for 1,000
She wants to do
guys.
1,000 in 24 hours.
1,000 guys?
Yeah, and she was curious if you'd want to get involved.
Oh hell no! Wait, they're just brewing some like
brother.
STD
You know who's
like
straight-
combo.
No, because
It's all tested.
It's all tested. She makes them wear condoms, a paper signed, the whole thing. It's as legit as it can be.
You know who's trying to get in? Banks.
Oh yeah, no
Not
shit.
actually, no, 0%
yeah,
chance.
I
I connected him. I connected him.
Bro,
I connected him
no
to her.
way.
He wants to.
You know, you haven't seen this, bro?
have not.
It is a video that will actually like shake you to your core. It's shocking. She's like, all right. She documents her day getting ran through by 100 guys.
Did you watch it?
From like
Wait,
7
but-
to
wait,
11
wait,
p.m.
wait, but how?
Oh, you watched it?
Brother, that'll be 24 hours, 4 dudes an hour.
That's for that. I think that's for 1,000.
No, 1,000.
100.
1,000 dudes is
50 an hour.
50 an hour.
That's what I said.
Is that the right math?
Even
Or 40 an hour.
even 100. Even 100 it would be 4 an hour.
Bro, I just feel so bad for her. I just feel like I actually feel like it hurts. I feel pain in my heart.
She feels pain in her butt.
How could she not? How could she not? Like, dude, it's at the end. She's like, oh my gosh, I have all these like bodily fluids in my eyes and my hair. Like, I can't believe that.
Does she
Like,
get a Guinness book for that?
for sure,
Is there?
for sure, they'd put that in
Most
there.
ran through in 24 hours. Is that what
She's probably gonna make bank, but
Is that a record that we want out there?
I bet she does. I mean, she's obviously doing it. It's just crazy. Like, what? Genuine question. I don't want to sound mean, but like, what happens in someone's life where they're like, this is the answer. This is what I'm gonna do.
Well, I think it's like a slow progression towards it. I don't think she just ended up.
You know what? And you know it's crazy because I feel like she doesn't have to do all that. You know, she's not like beat.
Oh,
This is
and
like-
she
this is
will.
like
And she will like take it from someone
but
who's seen it
is she
over the years. She will at some point regret doing it.
really.
Like, yeah, because look, like we saw it with all the other people that we were around in, years ago, and like they get to a point and then they push past that point because someone encourages them to or they decide to, and then they always.
Well, it's a dark topic because for a lot of them, it's pretty bad. Like the life after pornography or whatever. I think it's something that people don't weigh in as they go into it, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, but for this like 1,000 guys, dude, like that seems like something you have to.
How though?
How?
Is she showing a vlog of 100 guys? Like
She shows their feet. She shows their feet. She'll
is that
like
what
show
it
their
is?
feet like sitting on the stairs and stuff and like waiting outside of her room. Dude, there's lines. There's lines of guys.
And they
like,
wait in a
yes,
line?
Yes,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Yes.
It's like that
And they
meme.
pump.
It's like-
They pump.
I think they pump, it sounds like.
Dude, stop.
Yeah, talking about, yeah.
So they wait and pump all of one. They come in. How many pumps per guy?
No, I don't know. Bro, where am I
Is that
supposed
pump
to
per
get this?
guy thing?
Dylan, maybe you have this data?
One pump only?
One,
I'm not at this point. I for the guys at this point.
Yo, Speed.
Forget about her.
Speed, would you get involved in that one with Lily Phillips? She's going for 1,000 guys in one day.
Well, no. How many pumps, Speed?
What?
How many pumps?
Pumps?
Yeah, if you had to go in, how many pumps?
Gotta do what? Her?
Yeah.
No pumps.
No pumps. He's a no pump jump.
Wait, Felix, I gotta ask you this: are you going to give all of your money to your ex-girlfriend?
Oh man, never. This is like a thing that's like it's at my foundation, right? Whatever I get, whatever I build is entirely mine. I own it, right? If I want to discard it, if I want to burn it, if I want to invest, it's up to me, you know?
But where's that not the case? How does she feel? Sorry, I'm not familiar with the story, but why does she feel she has a right to anything as your girl? She wasn't your wife, correct?
Absolutely not. That was also proven by the Texas court. Yeah.
I can't believe you're going through this because I see the headlines that
Well-
your ex-girlfriend suing you for like $10 million because she tried to claim you guys were like common.
That already failed, and that already failed. That was already proven false. I don't even know how you're allowed to have a case where something is proven false and refile the same claim in another county of another state.
Oh, the court system can be wonky, dude. It doesn't.
How
make
does that make?
Yeah.
That doesn't make. To me, that doesn't connect. The filing says something, marriage, marry something, and I'm like, wait, we just went we had like a year court case about this where I slam dunk one. This isn't true. So how is this still happening?
What are her lawyers like? Why would her lawyers allow her?
ChatGPT. GPT.
That's her legal
GPT
team.
4.0.
ChatGPT.
God damn. I'm sorry you're going through that, man.
He said
That's all good.
he said he would lose every single dollar that he has before he pays her a cent.
Well, I feel like you.
All that's great, boys.
Oh.
I'm ready to scare the
Yep.
living
Okay.
crap
Yep.
Is it
okay,
time?
Yeah.
It's time.
Wait. Okay. I'll wrap it up, Jim.
Isn't it crazy that he's the only person in the world that could tell us to stop?
Yeah.
And we would all
But
listen
it's
to
also
him.
why you guys flew all the way out
Yeah.
here.
You're right.
Yeah.
True.
Wait, I have one question. I wanted to ask you on the plane, but I told you to stop. Dude, how much money do you think you've lost gambling
Oh, God.
in
Oh
totality?
man, that's a hard topic because if you say a number, the scale doesn't make sense,
8
right?
figures or 9 figures?
8 figures or 9?
How much is that?
I think like
Tens of millions?
Tens of millions.
tens
yeah.
or hundreds.
It's not in the hundreds, right? But it's in the early 9 figures.
You've lost tens, like 10.
Well, you have your figure of what you've played. You've played probably close to 2 billion.
Okay, so
How much have you played?
The loss is over 100 million, right? But that. Well, do I have to go in the semantics of it?
Nah.
I'm a DJ gambler, okay? Yeah, it's gambling, so the pays are really high, okay? But I'm dumb, okay? So yeah.
Does it
I
make
gamble a
you
lot.
happy?
So yeah, the
Does
loss.
it make you happy?
Well, it makes me sometimes.
When he wins. All right. That's it. We're out of here. XQC,
Thanks,
Felix, thanks for coming on, bro.
appreciate it.
Okay, thanks for having me on.
We love you, bro. Hey, guys, thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, we're going to go do this stream. We love you. See you next time. Peace.